Greedy sister-in-law threw cold water on me at a family dinner and accused me of stealing her wallet with $10,000. My family sided with her and forced me to leave the party, so I planned my revenge and called the police. What happened next was, life was moving smoothly, and our family was content. But then a newcomer entered our lives, and while we initially welcomed her with open arms, she soon brought a storm of chaos and deceit that I could never have imagined. Hi, I'm Elena. I'm 34 years old and run a successful event planning business here in Chicago. My life has always been a whirlwind of planning weddings, organizing corporate events, and making sure every detail is perfect. But no matter how hectic things get at work, the one constant in my life has always been my younger brother, David. We've always been incredibly close. David, now 30, runs his own marketing firm, and despite our busy careers, we've always made time for each other. Growing up, our family was as tight-knit as you could imagine. Our parents are retired now, enjoying their golden years with a calm and serene lifestyle. They raised us to be supportive and loyal, and that's something David and I have always taken to heart. We shared everything and had each other's backs, which made the events of the past year all the more jarring. It started when David introduced us to Mia. I remember it vividly. David was bubbling with excitement one evening when he called me. Elena, you won't believe it. I've met someone amazing. Her name is Mia, and I think she's the one. I was thrilled for him. David and I have always shared our lives openly, and the thought of him finding someone special made me happy. He invited Mia to a family dinner, and I remember feeling a mix of anticipation and curiosity. When Mia walked in, she was charming and charismatic. At first glance, she seemed to fit right in with our family. As weeks passed, Mia became a regular fixture at our family gatherings. On the surface, everything seemed perfect. Mia was always smiling, chatting with everyone, and making polite conversation. But I started to notice little things that seemed off. She would make these subtle, passive-aggressive comments, always veiled in sweetness but edged with criticism. For instance, during one family dinner, she commented with a smile, "Oh, Elena, still working those late nights? Don't worry, you'll find balance one day." I tried to brush it off, thinking maybe I was just being overly sensitive, but these comments kept coming. They were little digs at my career, my lifestyle, and even my choices. I told myself to ignore it. After all, David was so head over heels in love with Mia, and our parents seemed to adore her. Over time, Mia's influence over David grew stronger. He became more withdrawn and seemed to depend on Mia's opinions for everything. It was as if the once confident and independent David was slowly being molded into someone new, someone who distanced himself from his family. I noticed how he started siding with Mia in every argument, and it was getting harder to have a meaningful conversation with him without Mia's shadow looming over us. Family dinners became increasingly tense. Mia's remarks were no longer just passive-aggressive, they were more direct and pointed. At first, I tried to maintain the peace, but it was becoming more and more challenging. My feelings of unease grew as I saw how David seemed to be changing, becoming quieter and more distant. One particular evening, the tension reached a boiling point. We were having a family dinner at our parents' house. The table was set, and everyone was chatting pleasantly, well, everyone except Mia and me. She had been making snide remarks throughout the meal, and I could feel the simmering frustration building up inside me. Then, out of nowhere, Mia made a shocking accusation. She stood up abruptly, her face red with indignation. "Elena, I need to speak to you. I've been missing my wallet. It had $10,000 in cash and several credit cards. I have reason to believe that you've stolen it and have been using my credit cards without my permission." The room fell silent. Everyone's eyes were on me, and I was stunned. "What? Mia, that's not true. I haven't taken anything from you." I protested. But Mia wasn't done. In a dramatic gesture, she picked up a glass of water and threw it at me. The cold water drenched me, and I could feel the humiliation spreading across my face. My parents and David looked on in shock. David's expression was one of confusion, torn between his loyalty to his wife and his sister. I tried to defend myself, but Mia's accusations were like a storm, drowning out my voice. "I would never do something like that, Mia. You know me better than this," I said, struggling to keep my composure. David was caught in the middle, his eyes darting between Mia and me. "Elena, is there something you want to tell us?" he asked, his voice betraying his confusion. "I don't know what's happening here, but I swear I didn't steal anything," I said, feeling a mix of anger and sadness. The dinner ended in chaos, and I was left feeling humiliated and isolated. After the dinner, I couldn't shake off the feeling of betrayal and injustice. I confided in my best friend, Lily. "I don't know what's going on, but Mia is up to something. I can't believe she'd accuse me like that." Lily listened intently. "I've noticed how Mia's been treating you. It's not right. Maybe we should look into this. There might be more to her than meets the eye." And that's when I decided I needed to find out the truth about Mia. I knew something was wrong, and I was determined to uncover what it was, no matter where it led. After that humiliating dinner, I couldn't just sit back and let things slide. Mia's accusation had shaken me to my core. I knew I had to find out the truth about her if I wanted to clear my name and protect my family. I reached out to my best friend, Lily, who had always been a voice of reason and support in my life. "Lily, I need your help," I said when we met for coffee the next day. "Something's seriously wrong with Mia, and I can't shake the feeling that she's hiding something." Lily's eyes widened with concern. What happened? I recounted the events from the dinner, the accusations, the water thrown in my face, and David's torn expression. I just can't believe David's wife would accuse me of something so terrible without any proof. Lily nodded thoughtfully. We need to look into Mia's background. There has to be something we can find that explains her behavior, I agreed, and we decided to start digging. The first step was to learn more about Mia's past. Lily suggested reaching out to people who might know more about her. I remembered Mia mentioning her previous job at a marketing firm before she met David. Maybe someone from her old job might know something, Lily said. That's when we contacted Olivia, a former co-worker of Mia. Olivia had left the firm a few months before Mia, and Lily was able to track her down. We arranged to meet her at a quiet cafe. Olivia was hesitant at first but agreed to talk once she realized we were genuinely concerned. Comment here, I will bring you back for part 2.